hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Austin with the ball. It's a three-point game. Smart misses.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Smith, no good. Bradley dishes to Crowder. Back to Bradley. Crowder, the pass to Bradley. Banked in off the glass.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Now here's LeBron. Outside Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 8. And it's blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Now here's Smart. He's covered by Irving.
Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger clock right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Well, so far for Coach Brad Stevens, the Celtics have had nothing but praise for their outstanding young coach. No surprise for those of us who know Brad. The team is really moving ahead in the rebuilding process, and he gets a lot of the credit for that.
And Love gets it to go.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Crowder kicks to Bradley. Thompson comes with a double team. And part of the reason why the Celtics are ahead of schedule in their rebuild is because of Coach Brad Stevens. He has everyone on the same page.
You know what? You talk around the league about Coach Stevens, and other coaches are just astounded by his work ethic. People around the league think he's already a top coach and could be one of the greats by the time he's done if he stays at the professional level.
They grab their own miss. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
He is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Amir Johnson's checked in for Uretka. Turner comes in for Jay Crowder. Rozier, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Smart. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Well, last year for the Celtics, they weren't exactly world beaters at home. Still good enough, though, to get the job done. Yeah,
just a game over 500 here in Boston. Not great, but at least it was over 500 for a young up-and-coming team.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Celtics shooting their first free throws of this one.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Here's Dellavedova. And Shumpert kicks to Dellavedova. Clock at 6. Fires for 3. Zeller grabs the board. Boston's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Thomas dishes to Zeller. Back to Thomas. There's the feed to Zeller. Back to Thomas. It's deflected. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Matthew Dellavedova is up below with Iman Shumpert. And it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple. Bradley
can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trailing. Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 5 points so far.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Thomas gone 1 of 4 so far. The drive by James. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, that's not a trick shot contest. He decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Here's Bradley. Good on the triple. He's got 7.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Your Rebco's checked in for the Celtics. Smart comes in. Isaiah Thomas. And Cleveland also making a change. Irving's checked in. It's stolen by Johnson. And here's the fast break. Here's Bradley. That 3 off the mark. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate.
And you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Off the mark from 16 feet out.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Smart kicks to Rebco. Boston again missing. The Cavaliers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And here's Love for 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Some changes for Boston. Tyler Zeller comes in for Johnson. And it's Rozier in for Avery Bradley. Cleveland also making some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And J.R. Smith subbed in for Iman Shumpert. Tries again. Here's Smart. And there's the 3-second violation.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
That's his 1st personal foul.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
That's a hard pass to make when the defense has that many people in the paint.
Crowder, the best. Good on the three-point shot. Urebko's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, but they've also protected the paint extremely well. You see that in their block shot totals, but also they've altered a lot of shots.
Now here's James. The Boston Celtics figured to be near the bottom of the league last year. In many ways, they outperformed a lot of people's expectations.
And by no means were they a contender at any point, but they very well could be ahead of themselves in terms of the rebuilding process.
The Celtics making a switch here. Turner's checked in. Rozier the best. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Isaiah Thomas, he's checked in for Smart. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. Smith dishes to Mozgov. Back to Smith. Off the pick. And he dumps it after the pick frees him up. Clarky talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of
Yeah,
that.
no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes. Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
No good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. Now Irving. 1 second left. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's a close game as we run. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Without question, Avery Bradley displaying his skills today.
And what he gives his team, guys, is an edge. He just lights up an arena when he gets it going. And in that first half, young fella had it going.
Not just an edge, though, Greg. I think he gives them a confidence and a swagger they wouldn't otherwise have. And he's a special player to have around, no doubt about that.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. Without question, Avery Bradley displaying his skills today.
And even though the defensive pressure and attention was squarely on him in that first half, yet he's still able to be the most effective player on the floor.
But for him, Greg, it's nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, we don't expect anything less, and I bet he has even more in store for us during the stretch run.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for the Celtics. Smart and Bradley, the guards. Jay Crowder up there with Urebko. And it's Zeller in the 5 down low.
They wouldn't want all of their guys shooting a 3 on the break, but when it's him, he's got the green light. Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trades, and that got them going, I think.
The Cavaliers have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And those mid-season trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
Celtics trail by 3.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Johnson, he's checked in for your Redcoats. Iman Shumpert's checked in for Cleveland. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Here's Smart. Boston again missing. And finished off by Shumpert.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life. Well, you can see a change in the play with the Celtics after the trade deadline last year. And adding Isaiah Thomas gave them some pop off the bench and really created some balance for them offensively.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. And that was something the Celtics needed, adding Thomas, a player that could come in and provide Clark instant offense for them off the bench.
And, Kevin, I think that was a turning point for him last year. I mean, they saw that they had a chance to make a big leap forward after the trade and responded accordingly.
For Boston, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. Boston making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. That's off as well, so he misses both.
And the Celtics did a lot of things right last season, but their offense still had troubles at times. A big part of that was their lack of free throw attempts.
Well, that was a max range alley-oop pass there, guys. It's got to be. I don't know if anybody's throwing one any longer.
Well, that's just crazy.
And how high did he have to go to make that catch? That's what makes it even more unbelievable.
And Bradley gets it to go. Clark, the Celtics near the bottom in free throw attempts last year, but at the very bottom in free throw attempts per field goal attempt.
Analytics.
Yeah, I know.
Front and center right there. And that last stat is telling us as it removes the pace of play from the equation. It's not something they need to fix right away, but going forward, if they're going to develop into a playoff team, they've got to find ways to improve that number.
The drive by LeBron. With the second effort, he lays it in. And now a 7-point Cleveland lead.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Dellavedova from outside. That's in there. Love with the assist.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 5 in the bucket from Bradley to the wing right side. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
Substitution on the
Smith again. It's Turner. Smith kicks to Dellavedova. 6 on the shot clock. Releases. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
The third quarter comes to a close. Cleveland ahead, leading by 5. And fourth quarter basketball. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Celtics trailed by 5. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Irving is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Smith. Then there's Channing Frye. And it's Mozgov in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. There's the pass to Rozier. And it's Turner off the drive. No good there off the double clutch.
Get it going.
That's tipped. There's Mozgov. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high-percentage shots in this game.
Tyler Zeller's checked in for Boston. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Fade away. Out of hand on it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 5. Fry in the post. Working on Urepko. No good from Fry.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Cleveland leading by 5. On its way from Irving for 2. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Irving's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Cavs. Now a timeout called by Boston.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
For the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. And James subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Turner off the drive. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was also safe with that jump.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be, remove all doubt on that attack.
You know, guys, I would call that methodical but explosive. You know, he waits for the opportunity and then boom, right to the rack.
There's the dish to Smart. Back to Turner. And stolen by LeBron. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Urepko, the pass to Turner. And stolen by James. And it's blocked.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Exactly, because they've made enough plays to keep it close. And as a result, they're still in it.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're ahead by 6. 1:53 left to play here in the fourth. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Thomas goes in. Here's Bradley. Misses the three.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy. They're digging their own hole here, throwing dirt on themselves. They haven't been nearly as efficient from the line as they were in the first half, and that can be self-destructive.
And both free throws good for Thomas.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Pass to Love. From 18 feet away. Rebounded by Urebko. Urebko's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Thomas dishes to Crowder. The tray. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to 3 on the bucket from Urebko.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
They've been out-hustled. At this point, hard to see them recovering from that.
Here's Bradley. No one near him. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Can't get it to go. And it's Boston the other way.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
Zeller buries it. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty. To the inside. Yes!
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're losing by 3. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And you know what? You got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a foul.
And, you know, if it opens up for them inside, the quick 2 would be the way I would lean, Greg. But the foul has to come immediately after that.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Now a timeout called by Boston. They trailed by 4. Just 4 seconds left in the game. Guys, what's your take?
I mean, it's iffy that there's enough time to even get a quick shot and a foul.
I agree with you. Time is not